Hi guys, I'm Rebecca Robeson from Robeson Design, and it's that time of year again. Every year for the last 9 years, I have walked you through my home to show you what I've done in my Christmas decor. My theme is going to be a little bit glammy, but way toned down and way more woodsy, sort of like that Christmas in Montana that I've never had but always wanted to. You're gonna find a lot of things in my home. Here's kind of the overall feel. Lots of pine cones, lots of greenery, some snowy things, in fact, lots of snowy things. White, tons of white, some off-white, and my accent color, are you ready? This is the most long-awaited, most anticipated. My color for this year is cobalt blue. And that's not an easy color to do because it's hard to find, but I found a lot of it at Shinoda and I am so excited to show you. Are you ready? When you walk into my house, you're greeted with what we think is the most important part about Christmas, which is a nativity scene right here on this table. So let me talk to you about this wreath. I made this wreath and I absolutely love it. And some of you saw the video that we have on this wreath. If you want to see it, it's part of the 25 Days of Christmas. It's actually a two-sided wreath. I have never seen one before. I'll just mite it up just for you. And what I did was I stuffed this preserved cedar into this grapevine wreath. Then just a very simple table here. A lot less glitter, a lot less glam. But look at my little polar bear. Doesn't he make you think of Montana? No. Well, doesn't he make you think of Alaska? Now, you'll also notice my entryway. I have talked about this forever. These unwinding is, you know what I call it? Grapevine wreath. Guess what? The owner of Shinoda stopped by my house about 2 hours ago and he said, oh, I love how you've put this honeysuckle in here. I said, what's honeysuckle? He said, this. I said, that's honeysuckle? I thought that was grapevine wreath. He goes, no, that's not grapevine wreath. I have led you astray for a very long time. I am so sorry. So for those of you who are part of the design sessions and you have the access code to actually purchase through my wholesale account at Shinoda, when you order this, order it as honeysuckle. If you happen to ask for grapevine wreath, I think he's going to send you honeysuckle because he's going to know that that's what you were talking about. Yeah, good guy. In past years, you have seen me do this amazing garland that swags on either side, going up the stair rails on the handrail part, right? This year, I decided I'm going to drop it and I'm going to put it on the base of the stair railing instead. See how this is on the base of the railing and then as it goes up there it does the same thing? But notice on the top section, can you see the base up there? It's way down low. So instead I put it on the hand railing on the very top section of this three-tiered staircase. So we're gonna try this because we know that when they get up into the higher areas, they need to be shorter. And he noticed one that was already kind of missing a light, so he thinks we can cut it without the whole thing going off. Go ahead. This is where I did my ta-da of my lights hanging. You know, I love lights hanging from the ceiling. So these are all these little tiny starry lights. You can get these at Shinoda as well. I cut them at the height I wanted them to be. You can cut them, crazy. And I fold an individual little crystal on the ends because that gives it the weight. So my idea was that it would look like it's snowing in the stairwell. And if it is, that means our Noel would have snow on the tops of it, right? So we sprayed it with 3M glue, we sprinkled some snow on it, and I think it's so cute. Leave me a thumbs up if you think that's cute. Then I bought 3 lanterns in the silver. It's kind of like a pewter look. And I love these candles. Some of them are birch covered and some of them are just like the creamy white candle. but these are actually battery operated. These are from Pottery Barn. It's a white Christmas tree with cobalt blue. I love this tree. I think it's so sweet and homey, and not homely, homey. And it's just, oh, it's refreshing to me. If you take a look at this tree, when you see it from back there, you go, wow, that's a pretty tree. When you come and you sit down on the sofa, you say, oh, your tree is so pretty. There's things that are moving on it, right? But when you walk up close, it becomes a story. It's my story. It's the story of my family, my heritage. It's the story of the things that matter to me and mean something to us. And when my kids and my grandchildren come on Christmas Day, I think they're going to be really touched to see not only how beautiful this tree is, but little touches of themselves as well. Now, look at this. This is going to tell you some stories, right? This is my great-grandmother's silver brush, her little mirror. Now, I bought these cute little name tags, and these are from Shinoda. And what I did was I picked out some photos of my family members. This one was Scott, and I know how much he loved his grandmother, so I put him next to her stuff. Here's my son Jimmy and his wife. This is the vignette that represents my husband. My husband's a surfer, an old surfer, a moondoggy surfer. How many of you know? Leave me a comment and let me know if you remember the name or the term moondoggy. Tell me what it means. You'll notice that I start with large balls at the bottom. I go to more medium size as I go up, and I end up with smaller balls by and large at the top. One thing you'll notice is that I often pick out gift wrap for my gifts that I'm giving that match the color scheme of my tree in my home. So I like it to look beautiful. I put a lot of work into making my house look great for the holidays. So gift wrap goes along with it. And just as you look, everywhere you look, there's something that captures your attention and catches the eye. Now, you ready to see my furniture reupholstered? Bam! Look, it's so fresh and so clean. Zoe, you are not allowed on this furniture. But look, little blue pillows. Here's a blue mohair. I have a fur pillow here. And these pillows are fun. They look like birch trees. But look what's behind me. Is that the cutest thing ever? So that's another part of what got this whole blue theme going. Oliver, it looks very British to me. What do you think? But my built-in this year is really kind of eclectic in a way. I have a lot of the blue and white plates and pottery in the china across the top, and I've used boxwoods in my decor. So I love my angel. She's been on the top. Can anybody name all the different places you've seen this angel? She gets around. I'm so silly. I took this ball as it came and I did surgery, and I opened her up in the center. I just cut her all apart, and then I placed her around the base of this tree like that and said, here you go. I actually did a demonstration on how to plant bulbs. So these are paper white bulbs, and they're already blooming, and they just look so beautiful. And they are a Christmas flower, very fragrant. They smell incredible. If you want to do this, you need at least about 4 to 6 weeks before they're ready to bloom. So you can't really plant these any later than November 1st. So by the time you guys see this, just write it down as something you might do next year, because it might be too late. Okay? What do you think? The elk, huh? The elk in the room. And I also love the fact that his horns bring in the color of my vanity and my toilet seat cover. Over here I have a few more deer, and of course all my regular accessories. Just a few touches in your bathroom. It's a connection. My spaces connect. There's a theme, but it's not overdone. Do you think? My dining room. This is actually the culprit that started this whole theme this year. These are blue and white collective Christmas plates. My aunt used to collect them, and when I got married, I started collecting them myself, and actually before I got married, so don't look at the dates because it might make me look really old. Usually I go nuts over here. This is like, bam! Not this year. Toning it down, making it more homey. Let me tell you, both this piece and the piece in my living room, Jeremy from Artware did those for me. He framed them. This is old barn wood and a beautiful kind of leather covered piece here. And then this garland I made, tons of pine cones, and then some starry lights all along. And then here at the base, this beautiful collection of pine cones and some blueberries right there in the center. On the backs of my dining chairs, I bought 2 of these wreaths. I got these online. I only had 2 because of the cost, because I'm on a budget. And I added the pine cones, the little balls, the greens, and then I just used a ribbon. And honestly, the ribbon, you can see here, I used hat pins. You guys remember 2 years ago, Shara and I did a DIY on how to make the broken mirrored Christmas tree, and we have a video on that. Isn't this cute? Oh my gosh, I just bought this at an antique store. I think it's a little chocolate pot, and regardless of what it is, chocolate will go in here. For my blue and white Christmas. I hope that you've been inspired and encouraged, and I hope you've been watching the 25 Days of Christmas, because we've gone into a lot of work and a lot of time to create 25 different videos for you this year on how to decorate your home for Christmas. So we upload every Friday night at 5 o'clock, brand new content, reveals of the homes that we do throughout the year, and all kinds of interior design advice, direction, DIYs. It's exciting, so we want you to join us. Be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share it. I bet you know some people who would love to know how to decorate their home for Christmas. It's a topic that we all want to know more about. It's the best time of the year. Love and enjoy your family, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.